Hey, what's going on? Peace. So, why am I fasting so much, right? Well, first off, I'm 34 years old, right? And I do understand that at this age, things do change to the physiology of a male, especially in the United States of America. But we do have a choice, right? So I'm fasting because so often now these days, not just because of the virus or the pandemic that's going on now, it's just for basic health reasons, right? And I want to have a longevity in the health and field, right? No, not in the health and field, but just in my health and what I do as far as exercising and good sleep, good thinking, lots of energy, feeling of a lot of vitality, just different things like that of that nature. So I'm trying to avoid and stay away from just certain things that just happens to somebody who's living the average way of the United States American lifestyle, right? Okay, so granted, so I'm fasting because one it takes one meal 36 hours just to break down completely, and the body can distribute the nutrients throughout the entire body. And that's what the book How to Eat to Live teaches, right? Now, I'm speaking from a perspective of living a natural, healthy lifestyle. I am not speaking for athleticism at this very moment, although living a healthy lifestyle contributes 100% to a very high performance athletic lifestyle. Let me make that clear. But I'm not speaking on that because that does require a lot more energy and different information as opposed to what I'm saying now. So I'm doing a lot of fasting because it takes the body 72 hours just to rid the body of the last poisons from the food that you ate. So it could be the most healthiest food on the planet: peppers, onions, garlic, high quality meat. What are you doing? Hey, high quality meat, water, the best vitamins on the planet. It takes 72 hours just for your body to get rid of the poison from the very last meal that you ate, according to How to Eat to Live. Right now, we're talking about how to eat to live. So, now just think about that. So, if you eat, and even snacks too, snacks in between contributes to the poison from that healthy food that you ate. So, he also said in the book too that for people to write him about which herbs to take, although I don't have any written information or any research that anybody has ever done that. Although there are people out there who are intelligent enough to do the research and prove which herbs are for what. So, do I really like taking herbs? Shoot, I don't even really like taking vitamins at that. But the food has been robbed of its vitamins and nutrients so much, even the soil in which you put the seed in, right, has been robbed. So herbs help to make the cells more permeable. The synthetic vitamins and even organic vitamins, with the cells being more permeable, can go in and out of the cell efficiently, and then the food cannot be absorbed efficiently. So if you put that all together, that's called holistic. It's whole. The body will respond. Oh shoot, that's the cat. So the body would respond to the um, the body will respond to as the meal itself as a whole. Oh, wait a minute. We know this. We know that. We understand this. We understand that. And this will allow the body to process everything more efficiently. You see what I'm saying? So now it has vitamin A, B, C, D, E, K, all minerals from magnesium, calcium, potassium, phosphorus, zinc, iodine, iron, manganese, copper, name it. It can do what it needs to do because it has at the moment what it needs to has to process the food and break it down. So when you give the body time, 72 hours, enough to break the food down, process it, distribute it, give the digestive system a break, and get rid of the poison that it left behind, whatever food you decide to put back in, guess what? The engine, the digestive system, can work efficiently, right? Now, going forward, I know how they always compare us to cars, which type of car you want to be. Because I tell my clients, hey, you want to be the high performance sports race car? Think about it. The one that's going around in circles, that car go against any car on that type of field, is going to lose. But that car is designed. So let me break it down to you in one way. That professional race car driver, it's testing the equilibrium of the car. Which wheel is off? Is the steering wheel straight? When you step on the gas, does it go to the miles per hour that it's supposed to within 3 seconds? Can it shift side to side, sharp? The car on the street in New York City is just to get you from point A to point B. But then there are some cars that are custom made that you can have it customized to your liking. So show cars. But at the end of the day, this body is not a car, because when you go to sleep, it's still running. The heart's still beating, the brain's still working, the cells are still moving. So where does the rest begin? And that's where they're giving the digestive system a break. That's where the rest begins, the digestive system. And like I said, I'm keeping this clear. This is for the healthy, natural lifestyle, non-competitive lifestyle for longevity, right? Because we're not trying to get in shape for the next 12 weeks. We're trying to get in shape, stay in shape, be in shape, and keep progressing, as they call it, the roadless travel, right? So that's why I'm fasting so often, because I'm trying to attack that. And then once competition time comes around, I have my little tricks and tips that I'm going to be doing. But I keep swaying over to that because I love bodybuilding, I love competing, but I'm gonna do my best to stay here. So if you, let's say, if you as a male in your 30s, 20s, teens, or 40s or 50s, you want to start to take control of your health, I believe personally fasting is one of the best ways. Now, do you have to eat and fast the way I do? I didn't say do that. You may want to take on a fast, as How to Eat to Live says, once a month or once every other month. Do 3 days, 3 times 3, which is 9, and then do 27 if you feel good. Now, what's a fast? A fast is something that you're abstaining from. I hear many people say they're doing different types of fasting techniques, different types of fasting between certain hours. According to How to Eat to Live, a fast isn't a fast unless it's 72 hours or more. 48 hours or more. 48 hours or more, because the cells have to do something. So if you're doing, so I always give my anybody who comes across my path and we have a conversation about this, I give them options, because I understand that they're not coming from my type of lifestyle, and they may be not coming from yours. So because I have teenagers that will jump on a 48-hour fast, but I tell them they have no bills to pay, so they have nothing else to worry about. They don't even pay their own cell phone bill. So, but you get what I'm saying? So there's a different type of stress level and years on this planet that we're dealing with as far as stress. So I give my people options. You can do protein shakes, you can do water, you can do coffee, you can do tea, you can do juicing, just to abstain from the chewing aspect so that the circulation can improve. But a fast isn't a fast, on that next level, when you're doing nothing at all. But according to How to Eat to Live, you can invite water, you can invite coffee. That's what he says. Because you don't have to invite it if you don't need it. And that's just like inviting somebody in your house. Think about it. So 48 to 72 hours and then some. Anything before that is good practice. Anything before that is good attempts. You know, anything before that is just, hey, you have to start from somewhere, but don't stop. So what that's going to do is that's going to give the digestive system so much rest, right? And so much opportunity for your body to rest and for your brain and heart to distribute the nutrients and the vitamins and minerals throughout the entire body, because every single organ is attached to your stomach. So if you put garbage in, you're going to become garbage. If you put junk food in, you're going to become junk food. If you put healthy food in, you're going to become healthy. If you put in water or just breatharians, you're going to become that, right? And then, but at the end of the day, there's poison in it. If you live in New York City and you drive out of the state and you drive back in, you see a smog on top of New York City, you're breathing that in. So that's poison within itself. So you have to give the body enough time enough to get rid of that, but you have to give it the proper foods at the proper time according to how to eat to live. So if you eat healthy food, there's poison in that. So if you're sick, pregnant, or going through something, then you shouldn't take on a fast. The other thing I was about to say is that if you're on medication, I had a lot of clients who are on certain medication from their doctor. Now, see, this is why it's important why you shouldn't tell anybody and everyone that you're on a fast, because as soon as you do something, they'll say, "Oh, you're not on it. Oh my gosh." So what happens is my clients that are on medication, they will eat an apple or a piece of celery or a carrot or something of that nature so that it can turn on the chemical reaction in the stomach so that they can process the medication, because they have to take the medication. But to them, that is their fast. This is that person's fast. That's their fast. Everyone's not going to lift the same weight in the gym. And if they do, they're not going to have the same body type anyway, because everybody shows up on bodybuilding stage different. Here I go again, going back to bodybuilding. But so now, so breaking it down, the body is the body. Regardless, like I said, it is not a car. So the more we keep comparing it to a car, the more we're going to keep thinking that we are a car. We are not a car. Okay, our heart and brain and everything keeps moving, regardless if you're starving, hungry, overeating, undereating, etc. Now, there it is. Peace.